Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we are going to see how we can automate EBS snapshot creation using CloudWatch and SNS. So we have already seen CloudWatch and SNS in action in many of our previous lectures. So apart from CloudWatch and SNS, we are going to see AWS Lambda in today's lab. So AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service where you can run your code and respond to events in your AWS account and automatically manage the underlying compute resources for you. And when we talk about EBS volume, so they provide additional storage for your EC2 instances. They are similar to a hard drive where you can store your persistent data. And when we talk about EBS snapshot, so they are just point in time copy of your data which you can use for disaster recovery or copying data across your different regions or even across the accounts. And also you can take the backup of your data with the help of EBS snapshot. This is the architecture of our lab today. Here we are going to use one Amazon EC2 instance and we are going to provision one Amazon CloudWatch, and there we are going to configure event based rule which is going to listen to the EC2 state changes, and we will be provisioning one Lambda function which will be containing Python code and which will be triggered by EC2 state changes events by the Amazon CloudWatch, and then in turn it will create the EBS snapshot, and also it will be creating one email notification to the respective user with the help of the SNS service. And also during the process we will be assigning these particular roles to this Lambda function so that it can take the necessary snapshot. So let's jump into our lab for today. Here I am in my AWS console home for today's lab. As a first step, we will create an IAM role for our Lambda function. So for that, click on Services and under Security, Identity and Compliance, go to the IAM. Now from the left hand side menus, go to the Policies and click on Create Policy. Here, select the service, EC2, switch to the JSON type, and here we are going to use this policy. It is describing all the actions on the EC2, allowing the create tag option and create a snapshot. So Control A, Control C and paste it here. Click on Next. Give policy a name and verify the things and click on Create Policy. Now from the left hand side menu, go to the Rules and click on Create. Here select the service as Lambda and click on Next. Filter by type Customer Managed and select our snapshot policy. Give this role a name and click on Create. Now let's go back to AWS console home. Now click on the Services menu and under the Compute, go to the Lambda. Here click on the Create function, give it a name, select the runtime as Python 3.9, scroll down, expand change default execution rule and select use the existing one. Here select our snapshot rule and click on create. Now scroll down and go to the code pane. Here we will be using this snapshot creation Python script. So basically this is a simple script which is inside a try catch block. So first it is getting the volume associated with the EC2 and then creating a snapshot for each volume. So let's copy it, Ctrl A, Ctrl C and paste it here. And before saving the changes, change the region name to your respective region where your EC2 instance is and where you want to deploy the EBS snapshot. So here I am using OYO region, that means US East 2, so I will change it to US East 2 and click on deploy to save the changes. Now scroll up and copy the function ARN and store it somewhere for the later use. Now go back to AWS console. Now we will be creating the SNS topic. So for that, click on services menu and under application integration, go to the simple notification service. Here click on topics and click on create. Here we will go with the standard, give it a name, scroll down and select delivery status logging. Select AWS Lambda. Here click on create new service role. Click on create. It will open a second tab for the IAM. So this is just creating a basic permission role to use the CloudWatch logs for SNS. So click on allow, keeping everything as a default and click on create topic. Once the topic has been created, click on create subscription. Select the protocol as AWS Lambda and in the endpoint paste the ARN of the Lambda function which we copied sometime before and click on create subscription. So it will be auto confirmed. If I go to my topic, I can see this is confirmed. Now again click on create subscription and this time select the protocol as email. In the endpoint, give your email address and click on create subscription. Go back to my topic and this is showing me pending confirmation. So I have to go back to my email client and confirm this subscription. Go to your inbox and open the mail from AWS notifications and also please do check your spam folder. Many times it lands into the spam folder in your email client. Click on confirm. Now this is confirmed. Go back to our topic and here I can see both the subscriptions for the email endpoint and the AWS Lambda has been confirmed now. Now we will create the CloudWatch event rule. So for that, go back to the AWS console home and from the services menu under management and governance, go to the CloudWatch. From the left hand side menu under the events, go to the rules. This will take you to the Amazon event page. Now click on create. Here give it a name. Keep this as a default and click on next. Here keep the event source as default. Scroll down and here select the AWS service as EC2. Here select the event type as EC2 instance state change notification. Here select specific state and select stopping and pending actions. And here select specific instance ID. Now go back to the EC2 dashboard and copy the instance ID of our EC2 instance from here. Paste it here and click on next. Here select a target, look for SNS topic and select our newly created topic. Keep everything as a default and click on next. Click on next. Review the things and click on create. So now this has been created. Now go to the EC2 dashboard and select instance state and click on stop. Now if I go back to my mail inbox, so here I have received a notification from AWS that this particular instance ID is currently in the stopping state. Now go back to the EC2 dashboard and from the left hand side menu under the Elastic Blog Store, go to the snapshots. And if I refresh this, I can see one snapshot has been created and the status is completed successfully. And if I select this, I can see the volume ID, and if I go here, I can see this volume is attached to our public EC2 machine. So this marks the end of this chapter. So I hope you liked this lecture. So please do provide your feedback and please do keep watching this space for future lectures. So thank you and have a good day ahead. Thank you so much.